Hello and welcome to my writing. Wait, that wasn't good. Hello and welcome to my writing vlog. My second writing vlog. It is April 1st. The entire world, well, most of it is in quarantine, and I have 30 days to finish the second draft of my second book. May 1st is my deadline. A lot of people are like, I bet you have way more time to write now. Now that you're home all the time, I'm always home here trying to work. Now it's just a little more difficult because the all-consuming anxiety of the quarantine situation. Draft 2. I have 30 days to get through 130,000 words in my rewrite. So right now I'm at the 30,000 word mark. The goal is to have the new draft be 115,000 words or less. That would mean 48,000 words have to be cut. Challenge accepted, I guess. It's later on. What do I have to update you on? I just spent an hour playing Animal Crossing when I was only supposed to spend half an hour. There's 2 packages sitting outside my door and I'm just afraid to open the door. They had just been sitting there since this morning. It's 6:53. Today is John's last day of his 20s. Yep. How are you feeling?
Full, because I just had dinner.
Guess what kind of party John's having?
I'm having an Animal Crossing party.
Look at those cute balloons and that 30 tablecloth. That looks fit for a 30-year-old. So it's the end of April 1st. I have landed at 31,484 words. And there was a lot of reshuffling and deleting. It's John's birthday! You're 30.
Yep.
How does it feel on camera?
The same as 29 so far.
It's time for me to go read some Crescent City in the shower. It is April 2nd. I got up at 8:30 today to get some work done before Juan's birthday celebration. And then I've been cleaning the kitchen and washing my hands obsessively for the rest of the morning. I feel like I wash my hands at least 50 times a day, like at least. There's Juan's present. I didn't have a bow, so I put his little Zelda on top of it because it matched pretty well. How's the party going?
Pretty great.
It's pretty great. A lot of people showed up. It's April 3rd. Right now I've been titling the chapters just so I know at a glance like kind of what's in this chapter. The title of the chapter I'm working on right now is This Is a Bad Idea. It's chapter 30. This is where a lot of the formatting that I want to do has to shift. So I'm probably going to be working on this chapter and the following chapter, maybe all today. We have watched 4 episodes of Tiger King in the last couple hours. I am at 36,649 words. I did 2 chapters where I required a lot of me sitting there and thinking. I got this for him for his birthday. It's so cool. It's time for more Tiger King though. It's April 4th. We just finished the Tiger King. Started it yesterday, finished it today. That was weird. And I am at 40,810 words. My chapters in this book are longer than my ab chapters, which mostly are like 5 pages because I like short chapters. I've been trying to write. I just constantly find myself procrastinating by looking at the news. It is so hard for my brain to stay put on one thing for more than 20 minutes. I have an extension on Chrome that blocks Twitter from me and it says, shouldn't you be working? And I have it turned on, but I turned it off. Because I want to see the news. I want to watch Onward tonight. I want to play like an hour's worth of Animal Crossing, but I can't do any of that until I like at least finish this chapter. There's just this assumption that now we're going to get so much work done because we're all working from home. But the truth of the matter is I always work from home. In order to stay productive, I have a steady routine where I leave the house and come back. And that helps me come back into work and focus. But when I'm here all the time and John's here and, you know, he doesn't always have to work, it's harder to focus. It's harder to keep track of time. It's just so much harder than it normally is. Hello and welcome to day 5. Just got a video up and now it's time to get down to writing. This quarantine is really testing my wardrobe. Before I moved, I threw out like half of my sweatshirts because I was like, you don't need all these sweatshirts, Christine. This is ridiculous. You don't have room. And now here I am. All I wear is sweatshirts and I feel like I only have so many. I've worn them all. Okay, I'm getting tired of all of them. You've already seen this one. I've seen this one. I don't feel fresh and cool and new do when I have to edit myself for hours. So you have to look at this same stupid niche sweatshirt that I wore before, and so do I. I am at 42,561 words. I'm like reformatting a lot of conversations. I'm having to cut dialogue that I can use later and put it in another file called not used yet. And then when that dialogue is relevant and I need to use it, I'm going to refer back and then copy and paste. But like stuff that they're doing in between the dialogue is still relevant to the original scene. So it's a big mess. It's just a slow puzzle. And I can't wait to get the puzzle together in some way, shape, or form. But right now it's like I'm playing with the pieces and shifting them around and it's slow. It's Sunday, April 5th. The days mean nothing. My goal today is get into Act 2. I'm at the break from Act 1 to Act 2. I'm trying to rework it so that we shift from Act 1 to Act 2 sooner. It's a matter of where do we not see them and where do we jump back in. When I write the first draft, a lot of the times I feel like I need to know everything that happens in between, or else how do I get to the next section? You know, like how do I get to day 10 if I haven't been through days 5, 6, 7, and 8? But after I write the first draft, I have all those days down. Now it's like, okay, what do we need to see on day 5 in order to jump to day 10? And what needs to move to day 5 from day 6, 7, and 8, and 9 so that we can jump to day 10 and like still feel like we know what's going on. Well, I've done 10 minutes and I'm 1.2 miles on the bike. I made and drank a matcha smoothie. I sat here with John and watched one episode of Survivor Redemption Island. And I've done 0 writing since I saw you last. So it's been a productive afternoon. April 6th and I was gonna put on my same sweatshirt as yesterday, but I made a different decision for you and for me editing. So I'm at 43,040 words. Over here I've started a random list of groceries for our next run because grocery shopping ain't no joke no more. You need to go prepared, you need to go covered, and you need to go only once in a blue moon. I did not do any vlogging yesterday. I had this pit in my stomach that you get when you're really anxious because I was trying to take like 4 different scenes. I've been talking about this forever and like make them into one scene. There was so much rewriting and like picking, copy pasting, and then like reworking that it was driving me insane and it felt very overwhelming, and it got to the point where I was like, I should just be rewriting this. This is stupid. Just rewrite it, then go back and look at the old stuff, see if there's anything in particular that you wanted to have in there, and then move on. I am currently at 48,337 words. I had a decent writing hour. Well, a decent writing 35 minutes, and that seems to be my going time chunk for writing this past week. I did this whole last sprint at my standing desk from Fully, which I love. It's really, really coming in handy at a time like this where you're just doing even less walking and standing than the usual work from home walking and standing. Thank you again, Fully, for sending me my office furniture. I love it. If you haven't seen all of it, check it out in my apartment door. It's the best. Link in the description if you want to check out Fully stuff. Now we're 9 minutes away from midnight, and that's when I can watch today's Survivor that aired at 8. I'm so excited! This puzzle of the break into Act 2 is almost completed for this draft. I'm sure I'm gonna come back to it for the 3rd draft and think that so many things need to be different, but I'm putting down a foundation that I'm much more happy with. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. John's doing a grocery store run. I have a list. We've been going over it. We've been alternating going to the grocery store once a week. I've done 3 drafts of this grocery store list, and it still doesn't look that great. I can't fit everything on one page because I don't have normal notebook paper. Good morning, it's April 10th. Today I am determined to get some shit done. I'm finally having a hair day. That's not a bad hair day. The clean hair dance. This is... Wow. What a time. I forgot to update you. It's been another frustratingly not as productive as I wanted it to be day, but I did do much more writing today than I did yesterday, so I gotta call that a victory. It is 12:28 and I'm at 52,301 words. It's April 11th and it's been a great writing day. I've done 2 hours of writing, all in 30 to 35 minute sprints, so maybe a little more than 2 hours, which is grand. And I did lots of yoga, and while I haven't moved forward much on the writing, I've been going over the last 2 chapters because when I was writing them, I didn't feel like my best work was coming out because I wasn't focused well. I was having a very hard time. So today I'm feeling much better about things because I went over it. I'm not done going over it yet. I'm almost up to the point where I was writing yesterday. But like, this is sort of my process. I gotta go over it and feel good about it to feel good going forward. We are at 52,668 words. Ta-da-da! I mean, like, I don't need that word count to go up very much right now. I am still breaking into Act 2, and 50,000 words makes a novel. So, like, I'm at a novel length, and I haven't broken into Act 2. It's gonna be a long second draft, but hopefully, like, shorter than the first draft. That's the goal. The goal is to cut it down with every draft. We get in there. Oh boy, it's been a second. Yesterday was Easter. I'm still breaking into Act 2. Technically we've broken in, but it's like the very beginning of it. Even when I cut myself off from the news, I still feel it because it's the actual just being in the house for so long is starting to get to, I mean, me and everyone else, I'm sure. I'm on day 32 of self-isolation. The fear of leaving now, juxtaposed with the want to leave, is a whole nother like mental thing to deal with. It's April 13th, so I have one more day before my brain is gonna be like, you super have to kick it into fucking gear. I just want to get past the break into Act 2 again. Get my feet underneath me. It's April 14th. I'm at 56,037 words. Just keep swimming. It's April 15th. 57,397 words. I gotta sort through, so I'm probably not gonna be chatting with you that much. It's April 17th. Oh my god, I don't want to wear this shirt. I've worn this so much in this vlog. Get it off. I'm actually wearing a matching yoga outfit today. I had a nice call with my therapist today, and she reminded me of some things that we've already gone through, but like you just forget when you're super anxious, things that help you like get back into your regular zone where you could focus instead of being up here in like anxiety land. I am at 60,535 words, and I'm in the Act 2 break. So it's hard to say like when do we actually break into Act 2? There's like a no man's land between Act 1 and Act 2, and that's what I'm at the tail end of it, and then I could officially say I'm in Act 2 really soon. 13 days to go through 100,000 words. We can do it, it's fine. April 18th has come and gone. I started writing at midnight today. I've been using the whole day to edit a video. Since I wasn't writing and I wasn't so focused on that task all day, it was easy to fall into the story. And that's officially the end of No Man's Land on Act 2. We are in Act 2. And now Act 2, I am greatly shortening the period of time it covers. I'm taking 7 days and making it 4. So I'm gonna have to meld things that happen over a couple days into one day, figure out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep so that my middle chunk isn't 100,000,000 words. I once again have spent the entire day working on Taylor Swift fill in the lyric video. I'm determined to make some real progress today. No more like 1,000, 2,000 words a day progress. Like we need to pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it up. I've watched a whole season of Killing Eve in the past 2 days. I'm starting today at 64,800 words. I gotta break 80,000 soon, I just do. You guys, I have written for 3 straight hours. This is a new world record for quarantine. This is a breakthrough. Focus times. I'm now at 68,742 words. I've made a lot of progress getting into Act 2. I'm excited! It's been a productive writing evening, and I'm just really relieved that it was. I am ending the day at 69,532 words. Yeah, I've been going to bed at 2. It looks like I'm not gonna hit even that mark because it's already 1:47 and I need some time to like let the story fall out of me so I can sleep. Because you know, if you go to sleep right after you're done writing, you lay there just like writing more in your head and then being frustrated that it's not getting on paper, so you have 2 choices, like keep writing or just lay there for like an hour of just writing in your brain and being frustrated that you're not still writing and being like, but you have to sleep and you just have this internal battle and it sucks. You gotta like take some time to decompress. Hola world, it is April 21st. We are 9 days away from deadline. I'm just starting up writing. It is 7:12. We got takeout for the first time since quarantine started. So for the first time in like 40 days, we ate food that we haven't made ourselves. And it was kind of glorious. We didn't have to do dishes. We took it all out, put it on plates, put it in the microwave. And then it was just like meals. My face has been breaking out. So I decided it's time to clean my makeup brushes that I haven't cleaned in over 2 months. Yes, I know. Okay, it's horrible. I did. That's why. I feel like word count hasn't gone up much, but what has gone up is the amount of words in the new scene I had to write from scratch. So I wrote this scene and I went over it and I wrote some more and went over it, and I basically spent the day writing this fun scene. I'm at 71,624 words. I'm going to take the rest of the night to try to calm the fuck down. I've been watching a lot of Killing Eve, and I'm on episode 3 of season 2, so I will probably watch that after I see all the fun stuff that John has done to his island. What's your favorite part of your island?
The little mini island that connects everything.
Oh yeah, he made this beautiful mini island in the middle that goes to the museum. Okay, so this is the mini island with 4 bridges. And that's the museum. Check it, yo. Hey, 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 it's April 23rd. I'm fairly certain I just heard a smoke alarm do a beep thing. I'm standing under it, nothing's happening. But I know as soon as I walk out of this room, there's gonna be a beep and I'm gonna be like, where did you go for it? This morning, I woke up and immediately pulled up my computer and wrote, and that seemed to work really well. I've written another 2 big scenes today, and I'm rolling and rocking and writing to the Killing Eve music, but I'm not allowed to watch Killing Eve again until I finish the book. 76,326 words. We're on day 1 of 4, and then there's like a week after that. John got hedges today for the island.
Yeah.
On Animal Crossing. It's been a big day for all of us. I think I might stop for the day. Oh, yeah, right? Oh, I'm at 77,838 words. I finished the first day of this 4 days, which is a lot because like every day I have to do 2 characters' perspectives. It's so much longer than like just writing like a day of events in a single point of view character book. There's just so much more to cover. So I have 3 more days left until we break into Act 3. I have 7 days left until I have to hand this in. Alrighty then, it's April 24th. We're officially 7 days from deadline. Fuck. I am on day 2 of this 4-day section that I've been telling you about, and I'm at 80,000 words. 80,697 words. How long is this draft gonna be? I don't know! I think honestly, you don't have enough perspective just at all until you go into your 3rd draft, just due to the amount of time you spent with the draft. You have to like spend time away from it, read it again, write it again, then read it again to like get any perspective on it as a whole. Now like I'm gaining it slowly now, but I won't have it till I'm done and read it again and take some time away from it. I'm trying my best with the time I have, and I'm looking forward to that 3rd draft. Ooh. I have been writing for most of the evening. I'm at 86,687 words. But I'm not at the end of this 2nd day, which was my goal kind of for today. Because now I'm seeing more things that need to be like condensed into a 4-day period. And so I'll have to stop and think and like try to rearrange, because it's like a butterfly effect. If I don't fix it now and then I get to like day 4, the last day, and I realize like, oh, I didn't put this thing that needs to be at night in night, so now I have to rewrite day 2. It's just gonna be a mess. I don't have time for that shit. I was debating if I should make it 3 days instead of 4 days. Like, I'm going crazy over here. I'm at the point where I'm like, does this even make sense? I'm at the point where like everything is just, I feel like floating blobs of story. I'm just like, does it even go together? We'll get there. Now I have 6 days. I'm not done yet for today though. I don't have time to be done yet. It's 11:06. I need to like walk around the house. I didn't finish the day. There's so much to get through in one day. I'm at 89,211 words. I've been working since I awoke this morning at 9:30, and I just sat in bed and wrote until 10:45 when John was like, it's 10:45, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have breakfast. But all that time I was working on a new scene. I finally finished it. Word count doesn't really matter anymore, does it? It doesn't. Besides for the fact that we want it to be lower. We're at 91,211 words. Hello, puppet. I feel like I've been living and breathing this book today. The key, which I forgot, of course, but I remember this being a thing with Again But Better too, when I really needed to focus. I can't watch shows with a plot at all, and I'm like afraid to watch anything. The only thing I've allowed myself to watch on breaks is Survivor, or listen to Survivor podcast, because it doesn't have a set plot. Like, I'm not watching character arcs that are gonna like suck me in and get me involved in thinking about them, because I love thinking about story and getting involved in those characters, and I can't right now. I don't have the mental space or the time to dedicate it to them. I have to dedicate it all to my characters, their lives and their time and their plot. I'm at the point where I'm just like, is this even a book? Does it have an end? What are we at with word count though? I feel like I put down a lot of words today. We had 96,667 words. I'm feeling a little more awake again. I'm gonna try to dive back in. I feel like I live in this chair now. John finished Final Fantasy. There's his arm. I'm ending the day at 97,451 words. Is that more or less than before? We're nearing the 100,000 word mark again. I don't know, this draft might be like 140K. I don't want to underestimate. I hope it's not higher than that. The thing is, I wrote a book with one perspective that was 115K. How do you do it with two? That's concise, yo. Concise is not one of my strong suits. Maybe I can get there eventually, but like, second draft. What do you want from me, Christine? What were you thinking when you set out to cut 50,000 words in one draft? I don't think you were. Ooh, my computer is playing music, and I did not realize. I'm at the point in my writing where I'm like, should I just start editing this video? Yeah, that's important too, right? Like, I want to be able to put it up. This book is taking me on an emotional roller coaster. An emotional roller coaster. I know articles. I just spent like a good hour figuring out how the rest of the book's gonna fall, because like I don't remember what all the conversations that happened throughout the end of the book, because I wrote like 100,000 words in 5 seconds, and it was like an emotional roller coaster going through those and like remembering certain scenes. A lot of stuff happened, and not all of it's gonna happen the same way because of the time constraints, so now I'm just have to sit there and like sew the quilt in my brain before I can sew it into the actual draft. All the parts of me are breaking because of so much. I'm at 103,796 words. We're like in the first third of Act 2. Oh! It is 1:50 p.m. I am at 106,005 words. Whoa, when did it get to be 9:25? I've written a lot more scenes. I'm at the end of day 2 for one of the characters, and then I gotta go back and like write all of day 2. Not all of it, like the second half, the entire second half of day 2 for the second character. But I'm getting through it, and I'm at 110,732 words. Right now, this draft is about how long the final draft of Again But Better is. But honestly, I feel like this is gonna be a little longer than Again But Better, just due to the fact that I'm telling from 2 point of views, and you just like naturally, if those people aren't together, the book's gonna be longer if you want both of their arcs to happen fully, right? Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't it? I don't know, you guys. This is just the second draft. We'll see how it goes. Today has been like a day full of writing. And then when I stopped for dinner finally, it was like my head was so in the writing that it was just really hard to like come back out of it and just like be a human being while I cooked with John. 3 more days. I'm still in Act 2. Surprise, surprise. Well, it's April 28th. I can hardly believe it. I'm at 117,000 words. I'm still in Act 2. I spent all morning on one scene. We have 3 days, including today. It's 3:30, so. I didn't really sleep last night. I should have gotten up and written maybe. But I was like, no, try to sleep. We have to get to the last day of Act 2 today. That is what has to happen. I'm almost there. I'm on a quick break. I don't know if it's the lack of sleep, but I'm really tired today and I don't have time for it. I'm taking a quick break and I was trying to call my mom to refresh my brain cells, but she didn't pick up, so Thanks, Mom. I guess I'll talk to you guys. I am at the end of Act 2, like almost, but not quite. I'm trying not to panic. There's no need for alarm, but it's kind of hard not to be alarmed. I've passed 120,000 words. Not even Act 3 yet, so. Boogers. Honestly, like I'm gonna keep saying this, but how do you write a short book with multiple point of views? I am at 124,929 words. I'm like in the Act 3 of Act 2. Today, in general, I got to work on a lot of fun, romancy scenes, which was a good time. I didn't get to Act 3 yet. I got a break in tomorrow. Then I'll have a day for Act 3 and to write the epilogue. Hello and welcome to April 29th. Pretend I'm not wearing the sweatshirt I wear every day. This is an Outlander shirt that I'm actually wearing. I am at 126,000 words. I don't know if how much I'm gonna sleep tonight because it's almost May 1st. If, let's just say, for saying's sake, that I do end up with the same word count, I end up with 160,000 words. I'm at 126,000 words. I've got about 34,000 to go through today and tomorrow. And I know I have a big scene to write at the end. That's the problem here. Do I write the scene that's gonna come at the end now when I'm like awake? Or do I wait till the end so that I have the perspective of the rest of it? This sweatshirt is really comfortable, okay. You guys, so it's day 29 and I've been working on my book for the last like, I don't know, 2.5 hours. Stephanie Meyer on her website, there's a countdown and the website countdown in the background is like a time lapse of the night sky, which can mean one of two things to me. The host 2 or midnight sun is finally coming. I don't know what to do with myself because I have to work. I don't have time right now. I'm so glad it's coming on Monday and not like tomorrow. It's been 12 years. I've done my waiting. 12 years of it. We just watched Survivor. I took an hour break and watched Survivor. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it. I'm gonna have 1 hour less of sleep. It was worth it. It was amazing. The Star Winners at War. I've been talking about it forever. I am in the no man's land between Act 2 and Act 3. I was just telling John. I'm dividing this book right now into 3 parts and I've gone into part 3. So, part 3 achieved. This is the part I least remember from writing this book because I went off outline completely. I've got a little over 24 hours, so I'm gonna hop to it. Get a word count update. 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 2 words. Fuck. It's been a really long day, and while I thought that I could go forever today, I'm thinking maybe I should just go hard tomorrow instead. Because right now, it's coming out of me when I try to write a new scene. Is blah 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 blah, like the equivalent of that. My brain is fuzzy, so I think the best thing I do at 1:26 a.m. is take a shower, get to bed by 2:30 so I can get up and have a full day tomorrow. Have tomorrow be my like all-nighter because I can't do 2 all-nighters. I'll be a mess. So I'm at 138,444 words at the beginning of the 3rd act. We'll be lucky if we get out of here with 150k. You know what? Anything under 160 is a win, okay? Get over it. It's the way it is right now. Now, since I'm eating and sleeping and breathing this book, I haven't really been able to read in the shower. I brainstormed in the shower, and that's what I'm gonna do today. Last night, I brainstormed in my sleep. All these things that I was like, oh, this could be in the epilogue, and this and this and this. And I was like, well, you should probably get up and write that down. But then I was like, but you have to sleep. And so I didn't write it down, and then all the regret. Today, John and I were making dinner and he was doing the burgers and I was doing the pasta. I was waiting to put it on because the burgers take longer. I started writing while I was waiting and then I forgot to put the water on. He had to be like, Christine, did you gonna make pasta? And so I put it on. And then I forgot that it was on and left it in for like 10 minutes more than I needed to because I'm just in my book head brain. And this is what happens. I mess everything up. I was getting the cheese for the burgers and he was like, you can put on any of them except for the one on the left. And then I put the cheese on the one on the left. I'm not here right now. I'm in another parallel universe where I'm playing all the parts, and it's just a lot, okay? It's just a lot to be thinking about when I'm trying to make food. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself for this because this is my second time doing it, so I'm like, I know what happened in the first draft, my first book that made it so long, but this is long for a different reason. Like, doing 2 point of views is a whole new thing for me as far as writing a book. I'm learning. And that's what I wanted to do with the second book. I was like, okay, now I want to try this. If You Were There for Again But Better, the first draft was like 140K. Then I did this second draft, which was like right after, and that was 160K. I added 20K. So like, if I don't add words, things are going a little better than before. Hey, it's April 30th, the last day, the final day, game day before the due date, and I haven't checked in yet because I've spent every free moment since I woke up writing. Finally, kind of in the final stretch. I just went and highlighted all the words I have left from the first draft that I haven't copied and pasted into this draft to edit yet, and I have 8,504 words left to go through still. And the draft is at 153,648. And the first draft doesn't have the epilogue. Like, it has an epilogue. This book had 2 epilogues. It has an epilogue and then an epilogue. I don't know what's gonna make the next cut, because like, obviously I have no perspective on how to cut this book. Everything stayed in it, just got into a smaller time period. I haven't read the book enough to know it well enough to take stuff out. That's what the third draft is gonna be for, and the fourth draft and the fifth draft. I'm wearing my crazy poodle lady shirt today, and I look like a crazy poodle lady today. Now it's time to get back on it. It is May. It's May 1st, but it's only 1:08 a.m., so it's fine. But I only have the double epilogue left. One of the epilogues is written, but it's only half written because I was like, is this gonna change? And then the second epilogue is not written at all because I was like, this could change completely, so don't spend your time writing it. La la la. So I'm gonna work on the first epilogue, that's the most important. And the second epilogue, I feel like, I don't know, like, do I need it right now? The first one's like the end, and the second one's like, let's check in later. We're just talking in circles. How much of this vlog has been me being like, I don't have any perspective. I don't have any perspective. I haven't read this book. I've only written it once. I did it! It is 2:30 a.m. It doesn't feel like 2:30, but I just finished the epilogue, and I'm really just happy with it right now. I'm not gonna do the epilogue to the epilogue because upon reading it again, I'm just like, this is overkill right now because, like, I don't know what's gonna be kept in and what's not. It doesn't need it for the end. Like, it's just like a little tag for, you know, like the people who want to know more. We'll do it later in draft 3 where we're like, okay, we're more sure. Now, all I'm gonna do is go back to the beginning. All I'm gonna do. And maybe rewrite the first chapter one more time. Because you know, it's never good enough. Yo, just finished and sent it off. It's 4:41. That first chapter rewrite took a little longer. And now we sleep. Happy May 1st! Oh my gosh, I'm in my robe. I'm so excited to have finished this book. I keep just thinking like, oh my god, I finished it. Oh my god, like the first draft when I finished it felt good, but not like this because I knew there were parts of it that weren't in order right, and I wasn't sure about how I was gonna be ordering, and I also like didn't have the epilogue finished. To have an epilogue that you're like, yes, feels so good. It feels like you really got to the end, and I've given it away. Now I have an actual break for I don't know how long, but I feel so free. I feel so free. I'm gonna make a TikTok. I'm gonna edit videos. I'm gonna watch Killing Eve. I'm gonna do so many things. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna do laundry. I'm gonna like play Animal Crossing. I'm gonna read the book Social Book of the Month. I have so many things to do, and I'm so excited and so free. It's just a great day. My final word count was 162,680 words. For the first draft when I talked to you, I still had a bunch of just like random shit that I had like entered down that was at the bottom because I didn't want to look like I was losing progress by deleting all that, but I deleted it after I did the video to like see how many words were actually in the book, and it was 162,695 for that first draft. So it's literally 15 words less than that first draft. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. I finished a second book. I've written 2 books. I hope you're having an okay quarantine. My name's Christine. My debut novel is called Again But Better. Links in the description if you're interested. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at xteenmay. I make videos as much as I can. I try to every week. I hope your projects are going well. Let me know how they're doing in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.